सवाल है, आपका नाम क्या है? Which language is this? Hindi speakers will immediately recognize that it is Hindi. Urdu speakers will immediately recognize that it is Urdu. Why is it that speakers of Hindi and speakers of Urdu can both watch a Bollywood movie, say Pyasa and Sholay, and understand and enjoy its dialogues and songs? In this video, I'm going to discuss Hindi and Urdu, two languages that have been described as twins that wear different clothing. Today, the main or most obvious difference between these two languages is the script. Hindi is written in the Devanagari script and Urdu is written in the Perso-Arabic script. It should be borne in mind, however, that the question of script was largely irrelevant for much of the history of these languages, when literature was performed orally, and when a large percentage of the users of these languages were illiterate, as many users still are today. Linguistically, these languages are New Indo-Aryan languages and belong to the Indo-Iranian branch of the Indo-European language family. They have descended from the Old Indo-Aryan or Sanskrit via Middle Indo-Aryan or the Prakrits. By around the year 1000, the New Indo-Aryan languages such as Punjabi and Bengali began to emerge. While the family tree or genealogical presentation of languages works well, it doesn't tell us the full story. For language is not just bare-bone grammatical structures and vocabulary. To know something about the evolution of Hindi-Urdu, therefore, we'll have to dive into literary, social, and cultural history. The evolution of Hindi and Urdu is complex and has much more to do with politics, communal identity, and nation building than with grammatical structures. Since the partition of 1947, India has been divided into two different nation states, India and Pakistan, each with its own national language, Hindi and Urdu, with English actually playing the most important role at the national level. Before the division, however, the boundaries between these two languages and their literary cultures were much more complex. There are a lot of inaccurate and confusing ideas surrounding the whole controversy of Hindi-Urdu. Proponents of either language have claimed the illegitimacy of the other language and the purity of their own language. There are many theories, such as the idea that there was originally one language that then broke off into two languages, and that the division of these languages was due to the British divide and conquer strategy. The reality is that the issue involves numerous dialects, agents, institutions, and turns of fate. What was previously referred to as Hindi was not what is today modern standard Hindi, which is based only on one dialect, Kari Boli. Hindi included many dialects like Braj Bhasha and Awadhi, and existed on a linguistic continuum that stretched across North India. Like many features of pre-modern society then, the case was not black and white, as it is often portrayed today. One of the main issues in the Hindi-Urdu controversy is the Hindu-Muslim binary. The long history of Muslim presence in India, from the time of Mahmud Ghaznavi to the Mughals, has left an indelible mark on the culture of the subcontinent, a mark that is perhaps most visible on languages. Ever since the arrival of Muslims in India, Persian played a significant role in the shaping of culture and language. Persian received the lavish patronage of kings and emperors and came to form the main medium and central components of Indo-Muslim education and literature. Persian became the official language of administration during the Mughal Empire. Many important Sanskrit texts were even translated into Persian. But it was not only Persian that was being used at this time. Muslims also made key contributions to the development of what was previously called Hindavi or Hindi. Authors such as Amir Khosrow and Muhammad Malik Jayasi made significant contributions to the development of the language. During these centuries, there were a number of dialects that existed on the ground, so to speak, working under or alongside the culturally important and influential languages of prestige, Sanskrit and Persian. Hindi or Baka seems to have been a kind of blanket or general term used to cover the vernacular languages. At the literary level, no dialect matched that of Braj Bhasha, which initially made its debut in the Braj region near Agra as a language of poetic devotion of Bhakti poets, such as the famous Surdas, but soon became a language of learning and scholarship across much of North India. Another literary dialect was Awadhi, most famous for the composition of the Ramcharitmanas of Tulsidas. Early names for Urdu were Hindavi, Hindi, Dehlavi, Dakhani, and Rekhta. The word Urdu seems to have come from the phrase Zaban-e Urdu-e Mualay Shah Jahanabad and was later shortened to Zaban-e-Urdu and then Urdu. Upon the death of Aurangzeb, the sixth Mughal emperor in 1707, the Mughal Empire experienced a loss of central authority, leading to a period of instability and fragmentation. The empire was further weakened by internal revolts and external invasions, with regional powers like the Marathas and the British gaining control over large territories. The British period saw significant changes in the linguistic landscape of India. The introduction of English as a medium of instruction in 1835 had a profound impact. The British administration used Persian initially, but gradually shifted to Urdu for practical reasons. Fort William College in Calcutta, established in 1800, played a crucial role in training British officials in Indian languages, including Urdu. The British East India Company gradually expanded its control and influence over India. The Indian Rebellion of 1857 was a significant turning point, with the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah II, being exiled by the British. The formal end of the Mughal Empire was in 1858, when the British Raj was established, marking the beginning of direct British rule in India. From the late 19th century, the rivalry between Hindi and Urdu intensified. The last decades of the 19th century saw an increase in political and communal tensions, and proponents of Hindi and Urdu began to promote their language, advocating for their language to be recognized officially. This period saw the rise of linguistic nationalism, where language became a marker of religious and cultural identity. In 1947, India gained independence from British rule, leading to the partition of India and Pakistan. This partition also affected the languages. Hindi became the official language of India, while Urdu became one of the national languages of Pakistan. This division further solidified their separate identities. Today, Hindi and Urdu are spoken by millions of people. Hindi is used in government, education, and media in India. Urdu is widely spoken in Pakistan and among Muslim communities in India. Both languages continue to evolve, borrowing words from English and each other, reflecting the dynamic cultures they represent.